Okay, people, it's time for another Fwoosh news update, and tonight I'm going to talk about X-Men Legends. Now, this week we've seen a couple of new reveals. I'll get to those, and those are the whole reason, really, for this news update. I'm going to go back and talk about the first reveals from the X-Men Legends wave. Now, back at Toy Fair, we were shown the first wave of X-Men Legends, and I say first wave because there's a second wave rumored to come out this year, but we'll talk about the first wave first. Now, there was a Cable. It's not my ideal version of Cable. I'd rather have a Liefeld-esque Cable, I guess, with a bunch of pouches, kind of big, kind of broad, kind of over the top. We're getting a Jean Grey Phoenix. I'm good with this. It's one of my favorite costumes for Jean, so I'm good with this. Iceman, it's a little bit too modern, I guess. I want that perfect old school Spider-Man and his amazing friends Iceman. Havoc, he's in his modern Uncanny Avengers look. We have a pretty good one of his classic look, but I did read the first arc of that story, Uncanny Avengers, and I liked it. I like costumes like this that take the classic look and kind of update it for the modern day. It has all the elements there, and plus the power effects are kind of cool. Kitty Pryde in her kind of astonishing look. I really like this. Astonishing X-Men is one of my favorite versions of the team. I've spent years and years trying to compile a good version of that team, so this is just another step in that direction. Then, of course, they showed Deadpool. Everyone needs a Deadpool. He's one of the few characters I've followed throughout the years. This is more the modern version when he fought the dead presidents. It even comes with an alternate unmasked head that looks perfect to the artwork. Yeah, this is going front and center. And yeah, it was an X-Men wave, and I got excited. Marvel Legends has taken a backseat to Star Wars for the past year or so. Unfortunate, but get to this X-Men wave, and I'm excited. Star Wars was a huge part of my childhood, but at the same time, X-Men was my first foray into comics, and this was mid-80s. So, Outback, Classic X-Men, those are my teams. Excalibur, the original version. So, seeing some of these characters and X-Men, yeah, it got me excited for Marvel Legends again. But flash forward to last week, and they revealed the last figure for that wave, which is Wolverine. And as soon as the picture of the Wolverine came across my newsfeed, I got a tinge of super excitement. A Toy-rection? The Wolverine figure blew my mind. Now, the sculpt is all new, and Wolverine as a character, there's nothing new about it. It's in the old school brown costume. Man, it just did something for me. Plus, the brown costume reminds me of my favorite comic ever, which is Uncanny Annual number 11, where Wolverine and Dazzler and Captain Britain and others on the team fight this alien type that tempts them with their greatest wants, and 90% of the team falls for it. And I like that issue. There's just something about it that heroes aren't perfect. So that just stuck with me through childhood. Well, through my teenage years anyway. But through the marvels of modern science, I have compiled this picture that kind of shows the scale that Wolverine should be in. I've taken the package that they showed with Wolverine in it and a picture of Doctor Strange, and I made the pictures the same size. I cut out Wolverine and put him next to Strange, and then I took my Strange figure and did some measurements. Wolverine should measure up to 5.8 inches. Not the perfect 5.5, 5.4 from the comics, but it's damn close, and that pretty much matches height-wise with the astonishing Wolverine we got way back in Toy Biz days. That's a good figure, it just doesn't have the bulk. This Wolverine, it looks like it has the bulk. Hopefully this is the Wolverine to get. So today, they go ahead and show off the Build-A-Figure for this wave, which is Juggernaut. This Juggernaut is cool. It's kind of odd with the sculpted dents in the helmet and the bracers and the bands, which doesn't really match the rest of the body. I wish they had went smooth with the head and the bands and such. That way the overall figure would match up with itself, really. But otherwise, it does look good. I've been looking for a good Juggernaut, and I'm not trying to take anything away from the Select Juggernaut. That is a fantastic figure. I just want something that scales better with my Legends collection. And the Select figure, way too big. And that brings us to the rumored Wave 2. Now, MarvelousNews.com, they posted a list that is supposedly for X-Men Legends Series 2. It's supposed to come out later this year, but they gave this list and they showed this picture. I'm not sure if they're commenting on which costumes the characters are coming in. I don't know if they're for sure, so I'm gonna go through the list and then my personal wants for each of those characters. Now, the first character is Shatterstar. It's shown in the white and the black, and I'm good with that. I believe that's his first costume, but if not that one, I'm even good with the later red one. Even more on top of that, that, I'm almost okay with a modern version. Not my favorite costume, not what I really want to see Shatterstar in, but if it is, that just opens up the can of worms of me wanting Madrox, and that just falls down the rabbit hole. I just need a lot more figures. Get to Colossus. It's good to see that he is a regular figure in the wave. He's not the Build-A-Figure, so hopefully he's a good size. I'm hoping it's an all-new sculpt. I'm hoping they're not reusing any of the bodies they have now because I feel like it doesn't really fit him. But Colossus, I'm good with the old red and yellow. Get him out there, get the giant size team further along. Mostly saying that because of the rest of this wave. But if they did come out with an astonishing Colossus, I would not complain at all. Polaris, number 1 on the Fwoosh top 10 list for years. If she comes in any costume that's green, I'll buy it. I mean, customizers have proved that the Scarlet Witch body, you just put green on it, it looks just like Polaris. Hopefully we get a new head sculpt, but if it comes down to a lot of reuse because of some of the other figures in this wave, I'm good with that. Sunfire, we've already seen in his Age of Apocalypse costume, so give us the red and yellow. Give us the red and white. Just give us the classic giant size version, and I believe he's in the same costume in the modern day too, so this is a no-brainer. If it does come out as a different costume somehow, I will be completely surprised. Dazzler, she's another one that's hard to pin down. I want her in her yellow and blue, only because of the Outback era, but I'd also take a Disco Dazzler. Nothing wrong with that. She fits modern and classic. Again, you can't go wrong with either costume here. Cyclops. Man, I feel like the Bucky Cat body isn't really right for Scott, but at the same time it does work, so if they continue using that body, I guess I'll keep buying them. The consensus here is that he will be the Jim Lee version. I don't really care for the Jim Lee version. That was after I was out of high school and had discovered Wine, Women, and Song. My priorities were elsewhere, so to speak, so I didn't get into the whole Jim Lee thing. I didn't get into the whole X-Men cartoon thing. Actually, when I came back to comics, it was because of Morrison's X-Men, the X-Men movie, and then what kept me around was Gail Simone's run on Deadpool and Agent X. Anybody else remember Agent X? We need to figure him too. Me, personally, I'm hoping for the old school giant-sized X-Men condom head look for Cyclops. But, you know what? This wave has me so excited. This whole series has me so excited. I will buy Jim Lee Cyclops. This is how much I want to support Hasbro doing more X-Men figures. And then they list another Wolverine. Could this be the X-23 Wolverine? Or are they going to throw us a Tiger Stripe? Maybe they're just going to reuse the Wolverine again to save some money for, hopefully, a new sculpt for Colossus and Shatterstar. So up to this point, that's all we know about the X-Men Legends lines. It's still rumor on the second series. The first series is a lock. It should be on pre-order here within the next week. Dorkside Toys does say that the first wave should be out in late June, July, somewhere in there. Even though the promotional info for Juggernaut today said fall. Me, I'm hoping they come out as fast as possible. I need them now. We've seen most of the wave since February. It's now May, nearly June. Yeah, let's get the X-Men Legends wave out, move on to other stuff, come back to the X-Men. Let's bounce around. Let's throw some curveballs there, Hasbro. So listen to me. X-Men has me rambling again because I'm excited. I'm super excited. So if you like the news update, comment, like, subscribe, and I'll catch you on the Fwoosh.